Hello everyone, welcome back to the channel. For today's video, we are doing a quick little roundup and breakdown of what I got when I was in Italy. I wasn't sure if I was going to do a haul, but it was requested and I did want to share the VAT refund process because it was probably the smoothest VAT refund process I've ever experienced. So I wanted to break this down for you guys and also show you what I got. The dollar to euro exchange rate right now is just too good. It's 1-to-1. That was not the case when I went to Paris with the girls in February. So yeah, the exchange rate worked out super well in terms of shopping and also for our wedding in Italy because we had locked in prices with our vendors, and by the time it was the wedding, our dollar was stronger and we basically were able to get more bang for our buck, like literally. If you're new here, my name is Alyssa Lenore. I do these kinds of luxury fashion related videos as well as vlogs. So if you like the vibe, like the energy, please hit that subscribe button as well as notifications bell so you know I post new videos. And that's it. I knew that I was gonna go shopping and there were a few things that I was on the hunt for in general for my fall wardrobe. And I managed to find them all when I was in Italy. So we're gonna kick things off with Florence, where I only actually purchased one thing because we were so caught up in like a lot of wedding things. You might have seen in the vlog that Marco and I went to Gucci Osteria, which is a restaurant that Gucci has, and then attached to it is Gucci Garden. And Gucci Garden has a very select number of things that are only exclusive to Gucci Garden. Basically, you can't find in other Gucci stores. So I thought it'd be a cute little souvenir. I don't own any Gucci bags currently. Didn't end up with a purse because I saw this cute little tote bag that is very floral and actually came in super handy for the entire trip. Marco and I literally use this all the time and we basically just always explored with this. We had Wade's things inside it and it's just a cute little, I call it like a grandma bag because of all the floral details, but you can see here that it says Gucci Botanical Garden, and yeah, it's just like a nice little heavy-duty tote bag. Was really handy for the trip because I did not bring a spare tote bag, which I normally do. And then inside of the bag, it actually says Gucci Garden. So I believe this was just under 200 euros, I think. I can't remember. This is the first acquisition for the trip. And then it was the wedding, and then it was Lake Como, and then we got to Milan. And in Milan, we stayed at the Four Seasons, which is literally right around the corner from all of the shopping. So I had one thing in mind, and it is this Celine Triomphe. And I saw this in Paris, and I fell in love with it in Paris, but I held myself back. I did not hold back this time when I saw it because I've been eyeing this bag, and I wanted a different kind of crossbody. So this one is the Celine Teen Triomphe, which you might have already seen on my social media because I've been wearing the heck out of it in Lizard. And the pricing for this one was essentially like 40% less than what it would cost here. The shopping was just too good, and it makes me just not want to shop retail in the US because the prices are insane. So this is the Lizard Teen Triomphe. I am planning on going back to bag reviews. I know that there's a long list of bags that I need to review, but this is it, and it's just stunning. I just love the sheen on this and how subtle it is. But it's so beautiful, and I love how easy this is to wear. So this was the first bag that I picked up in Milan. Next up, another purchase from Celine. Last year I had found this beautiful white Celine coat and I am in love with it. I just love the tailoring on it, and I've really started to invest in my outerwear, especially because we do have fall and winter here in New York and I genuinely love outerwear. I am such a coat person and I feel like I've really kind of stepped up my coat game. There were two things that were on my shopping list. I was looking for a brown coat and a tailored black coat, something with really sharp shoulders. I had seen this one at Saint Laurent, but Saint Laurent just fits a little bit too snug for me. It's always super, super slim and tight fitting, and that's not what I was looking for in a coat. And then I saw this beauty of a coat at Celine, and the price was just too good to pass up. So this beautiful Celine coat had to come home with me. It was like the last one in Europe. That could be a marketing ploy that they told me, but I knew that I wanted to wear this throughout the winter, and it's generally something that I was really looking for. Other coat that I had been eyeing is this Totem one, but for the price and just like how the material and the fabric feels, I just fell in love with the Celine coat, and so I had to take it home with me. I'm gonna be wearing this a ton for the upcoming cold season. It's kind of like my Mansour Gavriel coat that I just bring out every single time. And I have a certain number of coats that I just genuinely love to wear and can't wait to bring back out once it's colder. And so this was the other purchase on the trip. Next up, we met up with Christina and Brandon in Milan. And so Christina and I obviously just wandered into Prada, and she spotted these shoes and I spotted this bag. So this bag I had actually spotted on my own before, but I wanted to think about it. And so I pulled her into Prada. I was like, I need your opinion on this bag. And I love it. I already wore this so much in Italy. I don't even know the name of this bag. It's very similar to the Clio, but it doesn't have that kind of slant that happens on the bottom, and it's gold hardware. And I just love the very subtle details on it. It's super classic, super chic. And I was looking for a under the arm kind of bag to wear. I've genuinely been stalking the website to try and find this so that I could link it, but it's not even on there. This one also comes in white, but the white one has like a black seal for the edges, and I feel like they should have done it in white, so it kind of looks funny. And then they also have a super large brown one. Doesn't come in brown in the smaller size, but I love the leather on this, and I just thought that it was a cute little souvenir from Milan because that's where Prada is based. It's super roomy. It has a magnet closure, and I just love the really sleek design. It's got one pocket in here, and yeah, that's about it. I don't know if you can see that. So this bag was 2,200 euros, and then the VAT refund was 12%. Okay, now we are in Rome. Rome's streets were all cobblestone, and I had either sneakers or like heeled sandals. And I wandered into the Hermes there, and this has been on my list, and just the pricing of them is just so much better in Europe. But I just got like the plain black Orans. They're already kind of squished because I had stored them. Yeah, just that's it. I love them, and I got a lot of use out of them on the trip, so it worked out, and they had my size. Next up, a little something from Fendi Roma. I might have gotten a bit carried away with this one, but it is something that I spotted when I was with Cassie in Harrods last year, and because Cassie so generously invited me as her +1 to the Fendi show this year, I thought it'd be cute to get myself a little baguette in Rome, and it is the shearling one, and it is just this like little teeny tiny little pouch that is so cute because it comes with a little chain. The TBE really rubs off on you when you hang out with Cassie. But yeah, this was just so cute, and I thought, why not get it at the flagship store? So it's just like a little wallet, small leather good, I guess you could call it, because I can easily throw this into my larger bags, or if I just wanted to wear something that could fit my card holder, I think it could fit my external battery as well, and like a little lip balm. And then there's a little hook in the back as well if you just want to attach it to a larger bag. Every winter I think about a shearling bag, and last year I actually bought a Dior shearling bag. Ended up returning it because I was like, no, this is like way too much for me, and it's also white. And so I think this one fits the bill for my little shearling touch. You know, I feel like it's cute to wear with a coat. It's just a little something. That's my little Fendi purchase. And now we're getting to the last item in this little shopping trip. I wandered into Max Mara, and I am never buying Max Mara in America ever again, because Max Mara is like 50% cheaper when you're in Europe, and it is made in Italy. And so I went into the store, which was massive, and they basically had every single coat they've ever made, every single size, every single color, and I fell in love with this one. I had actually sold my other Max Mara coat, and I'm a little salty about that Max Mara coat because the ladies had convinced me that I shouldn't have gone up in size when I know in my soul I am a oversized coat girl. And they sold me one that fit, but I wish it was oversized. I ended up selling it because I found this one. She is a brown Madame coat in leather. I have been eyeing a brown coat and a leather coat, and I thought that it was just great that I hit a 2-in-1 on this one. So super amazing for fall. Just think of it with like a turtleneck, leggings or jeans or straight leg pants, booties. But yeah, that was my final purchase. After that, Marco and I were like, okay, we're done. We need to go home. And that was pretty much it. Marco also did a fair bit of shopping as well, I might add. He got himself his very first Rimowa trunk because he really loved how I was packing my stuff. And he was like, I need to get one of these. And I think he also purchased Xenia sneakers. So Marco is stepping up his game in terms of fashion and everything. Now, let us talk about the refunds. When you're shopping in Europe, well, at least when you're shopping in Paris and Italy, that's just my experience, you get these forms when you are checking out. So when you're shopping, either have your actual passport or a photo of your passport, and I think you need the physical card when you were trying to figure out your refund. I could be wrong, but this time around when we did our VAT refund, Marco and I actually downloaded the Global Blue app. Global Blue app was so convenient. It was my first time ever using it. And so when Marco and I signed up for it, we put in our passport information. Everything that we had purchased and all of my recent purchases from the past year were already on this app. And it shows you how much refund you're going to get. It's so convenient. It shows you the refunds that are still to be processed, and it shows you your previous purchases as well. So it's a great way to keep track. Everything was super streamlined because after the purchases, I already got like a text message about my Global Blue and figuring out my purchases. So this was super convenient. And when I was in Paris, I had to scan every single piece of paper, and it let me know if something was approved or if I needed to go see a customs agent. This time around, we went to like straight to the machine. There was actually a long line to see the customs officers. So I don't know if it depends on what passport you have, but Marco and I basically went straight up to the machines. We scanned in our passport, and I guess like because we have the app, everything just like came up as a list, and we basically like hit, I'm pretty sure it's like a check mark. I don't even know. It all went by so fast, and it was crazy how quick and easy it was. We didn't even have to take out any of our things to show anyone anything. Loved that for us. And then I'm pretty sure within the week, we got our refund because I think the machine had us insert the credit card that we wanted our refund back on. And within a few days, it was all there. If you are going to Europe, get the Global Blue app, put in your passport information, and you should see all of your purchases on there. And you can easily keep track of all of your purchases and refunds. So that's pretty much it. I know it's a super quick little spiel, but wanted to include that. And that's all for me. I actually have to go run. Marco and I are going to a basketball game tonight. So once again, thank you so much for watching, and I will see you in the next one. Bye.